Hey everybody, it's Log, and we're streaming today. Probably most of the day off and on. It's been a minute, and I think I got my sound correct. Um, it sounds fine to me. So we're gonna get into this, but it has been a minute. We're jumping into No Man's Sky with the new update. Um, it is the Mega update. And this update says, welcome to No Man's Sky, Omega version 4.5. The Omega update invites everybody to embark upon a new shared interstellar expedition featuring complete overhaul of expeditions, new on-planet missions, claimable pirate freighters, and much more. So it's that pirate freighters part that excited me the most. And I've already claimed a pirate freighter, so we're going to get into this, but that was the first thing that I had to do with this update. So now when you encounter one of those rescue missions in space that have you defending another freighter from a pirate freighter, and you've got that big pirate dreadnought that you have to destroy to save the civilian ship. Now you don't completely destroy it. If you take out the anti-freighter cannons on top, you take out the engines so they can't escape, they'll surrender. And when they surrender, it allows you to board their freighter and claim it as your own. So with the update, I've changed the look of my character. I'm like all pirate at this point. It's just being able to claim that pirate freighters is very cool. So, and I'd already created a collection of living frigates and pirate frigates for my fleet, so it just made sense. So we got, we put on the cape, the living frigate cape, and yeah, I think I'm going to start, there are a lot of different factions and stuff in this game, and I might have to start upping my my level with the pirate faction, I think. I think it's a pirate life for me right now. So I've been sending my ships out on some missions because I used a lot of the upgrade the cargo bulkhead upgrades for the new freighter, and just need a few more to max that out. There were a couple of other changes with the update. There are some changes to the way that expeditions work, but if you've never played No Man's Sky, this weekend only, on all platforms, you're able to play No Man's Sky for free. So through Monday, if you've never played No Man's Sky, you can play it now, no matter what platform you're on, whether it's PC or PlayStation, Xbox or Nintendo. You can now play No Man's Sky for free. Try it out and do this expedition with special rewards through Monday. So that's pretty cool. I think the first thing I want to do is go out here and show off this new freighter. So again, it's the rescue mission, and I believe you have to play the game for at least 3 hours. I think that's what they say. It seems about right, but it's cumulative. So if you've been playing No Man's Sky, maybe you have been playing for 3 hours off and on, but haven't warped to any systems and haven't triggered that event, then you could possibly just trigger that event with a few warps. The S-class spawn rate is increased in pirate systems, so if you are trying to find the pirate freighter, then you're going to want to find a pirate system. That's the kind of system you're going to want to warp to, and then when you board that, you just check the floor, and you'll be able to tell if it's an S-class. You'll create a restore point before you take off and find this pirate system. But there are a lot of videos out there on how to do that. I could show you, but I can tell you also there are a lot of videos that explain how exactly to get a new pirate freighter, the Dreadnought freighter. So we're gonna jump in the squid ship. Many updates ago, they gave us the ability to just transfer any kind of base we had built inside our freighter, so we didn't have to do that all over again. So that was a very cool quality of life change from Hello Games with one of their updates. This is it though. This is the pirate Dreadnought, now part of my fleet. It is just awesome. I customized it to be all black, because why not? Why wouldn't I? So yeah, again, it just kind of fit. I already had all of the pirate frigates. I've got my living ships, I've got my living frigates, and this just completes the whole package. This thing is insane. It's awesome. There's so many guns on this thing, and when you're in a fight, if you have your freighters summoned, those little guns and stuff, they don't really do any damage, but they do fire on enemy ships, so that's kind of fun. But yeah, this is it, my new pirate Dreadnought freighter. And we'll get back in here. I'll show you the stats on this thing. So I got very lucky with this particular freighter. The supercharged slots on this freighter, 3 of them were close together. So I have some insane range when it comes to traversing the galaxy. So the freighter was always your best bet when it came to comes to traveling around the galaxy and being able to travel long distances. You can get a lot more range. You have a lot more range with the freighter than you do with your starship. So to show you what I'm talking about, so the hyperdrive range on my squid ship, and this thing is maxed out. The hyperdrive range is the 1854.3. But when you go to my freighter, hyperdrive range is 5,449.1. So double, almost triple the range when I'm traveling through the galaxy map, when I'm navigating the galaxy map. So that's crazy. That's crazy insane. So I was able to store all my technologies from the previous one. I'm missing a few because when I did finally get this, well, and I say finally, I got pretty lucky. I got this my first try. So the first encounter that I came upon, first rescue mission that I came up on, I disabled the pirate Dreadnought and boarded it, and it was an S-class. So again, I got lucky, just like the search for an S-class freighter. When I first started this save and we were hunting for freighters, and I got lucky with that S-class. Again, I keep getting lucky. So and also lucky with the placement of these technologies. Like I said, there's your 3 technologies, one of them way over here. But it didn't matter because there's so many warp technologies. I've got them all connected in a way that, yeah, even the one way over here boosts my hyperdrive range. So very cool. I could maybe rearrange some things. I'm not sure. I could maybe rearrange things to get more out of it, but I don't know. It's kind of weird. So, oh, there you go. So just those two changes puts me up to 5,451.8. So the game's very interesting when it comes to moving technologies around. So just, yeah, move things around and see if you can. I think that is it. That's the max that I can get right there. Out of everything, I believe that's the max I can get. I could maybe move this. We'll try this. We're gonna put the hyperdrive here, move this here, put the hyperdrive up top, and then this. Yeah, that didn't help. So the max I can get is 5,451.8, which is still crazy. It's a crazy distance that you can travel in this thing. And it just looks so awesome. So, yeah. Definitely Pirate's Life for me. This particular, so the Pirate Freighter has a different bridge compared to your other ones. You see this tattered flag. It's a tattered flag with a Gex symbol because it is a Gex cruise, so that's pretty cool. It's all, you know, the reds and stuff, I believe were already in here, but when you have a regular freighter, this platform here is green that takes you into your base. There may be a few more steps. I believe this red here may not be here. I think that it's totally different as far as the bridge. So, and again, I was able to transfer my entire base, so that's cool. We're gonna, well, before we get too far into showing off some things, I need to send out these frigates on some missions because, again, trying to find some cargo bulkheads and get this thing fully upgraded. And you can, there's a chance that your ships will bring back cargo bulkheads when you send them out. So if you watched the live stream before, you'll see that all of my ships are now S-class. When I first started, they were all C-class pirate frigates. So you can see that they do upgrade eventually. You send them out on so many missions, they will eventually upgrade with all that experience to S-class frigates. So I have an entire fleet now of the S-class. That just means that no matter what the mission, they have plenty of experience for those missions, and they're always 5 stars for the. I am looking for, like, this is an industrial mission. You can see over here it highlights the industrial area. So I am looking for the ones with the larger numbers. But for the most part, when they're S-class, it does not matter. This is just a balanced one. Send this out. Which ones I send out. So, send out, and I'll do a save real quick. I like to save often, so you can never save too much. Save here. So they did one change to the I'll show you. They did one change to the made a change with this update to where you can no longer put upgrade modules. You can no longer put those in a refiner to duplicate those, and their reasoning is that they're not refinable. but I'm sure they're also aware that people were doing duplication. They were duplicating those upgrade modules, and whether they were getting lots of nanites or they were just doing what I was doing and finding the perfect upgrade. They've kind of put a stop to that. So now when you scroll through your items, you're not going to see, you can still see the expansion modules, like so like the salvage frigate, for the multi-tool, for your backpack, those you can still see. And the reason why, I can't tell you, because they don't even refine either. So they missed that one. Okay, so that's interesting. They missed these type of modules. Those you can still put in here. But scrolling through here, you will see that the upgrade module does not show up. It does not show up. But the storage augmentation and that frigate module for unlocking your frigate freighter technologies, those are still able to be placed in the refiners. So an interesting change, not completely accurate, but I think mostly they were trying to keep people from farming the nanites with the upgrade modules being placed in here and duplicated. So yeah, it was short-lived, but at least I've got everything maxed out. So I'm glad that I managed to get all of my, like my multi-tools are all maxed out with all the perfect upgrade modules and stuff. I found this staff. It's a very cool staff. Got a grayish crystal to it, and then the grays and silvers on the body. It's very cool. I didn't realize until recently that the staff, the only multi-tool that sticks with you, that your character carries around with you at all times. So pretty cool. I did try and get the max potential out of all of my multi-tools. So every multi-tool I have, well, I've only got 3, but all 3 multi-tools, I've got the potential of 30,000 damage. One of them's 32,000 damage, so that's good enough for me. So I gotta remember where my controls are. I gotta remember the buttons. So we're gonna check out the garden, because I got a lot of stuff to harvest here. And at this point, the staff may actually be a distraction, so we're gonna change this to the Diplo Dynamo. Alright, so yeah, put away the staff. But I like to make everything look like it potentially really works when it comes to No Man's Sky. So these little tubes here, I've got those sort of feeding all of my plants in my garden. These are just something that you can unlock with Quicksilver. They're just little ornaments and stuff for your ships, but very cool. And so I did a lot of work on my garden to make it look like these plants and stuff are actually getting supplied water. It fills it into kind of like that this place has a lot going on. I've got crates all over the place, like we're actually growing some stuff and actually doing something with this garden area. I've planted a little bit of everything, but when I start to work on creating, say, stasis devices, because yeah, that's mostly what you would do with these materials. When I start creating some stasis devices, I'll figure out if I need all of these plants. If I do not need all of these plants to create stasis devices, then I'll be replacing some of them with more plants for the purpose of manufacturing stasis devices, because that's kind of the only reason that I even need these plants. So we'll start going through all of the parts from the smallest parts to all the way up through creating a stasis device. We'll figure out what plants are actually needed. Show you how to craft a stasis device. I believe I have everything that I need to craft one now. I just have not had time. So, since the last time that I streamed, I have, well, and I may have created a video on it, I can't remember, but I became the overseer of a settlement, and I've been working on that settlement. It's an A-class settlement. It starts off as a C-class. You have to build it up, just like everything else. But with the settlements, it's kind of hard to get an S-class settlement, because you can get your production up to 100% to the max. You can get your citizen happiness maxed out. But what's hard to do with these settlements is the third thing that allows you, or that would be needed before you have an S-class settlement, is a large population. And that's the hardest thing, is growing that population, because it just depends on who visits your village. It depends on the different scenarios that you're tasked with making a choice on. When you're the overseer of a settlement, you have to make calls on citizen proposals, and with that, sometimes you have strangers visit. They become part of your settlement. Sometimes citizens go out on expeditions and they die, so then your population decreases. So there's a lot of things keeping you from having a settlement full of settlers. So we're going to visit that after I deposit all this stuff I just harvested. Can't remember if it went to my exosuit. I think it goes to the freighter. Yeah, it goes directly to the freighter. So let's see here. Send all this to my exosuit. So yeah, I think the population of my settlement is at like 45, and again, that's going to be the challenge, is increasing that settlement population to get to an S-class settlement. It may not even be possible. I haven't even looked it up. I probably should, to see if I'm wasting my time trying. We're just gonna offload everything from the freighter to my character, like that. Get these deposited in the vault if I need it. Some of this stuff is needed for the stasis device. Some of this stuff I'll hang on to just to help out some fellow explorers in the anomaly. Which reminds me, so when we get started on the expedition, most likely we're going to turn multiplayer off, because that allows you to find things easier, to accomplish the milestones, because you're not having to compete with other players. But when you're not playing an expedition, it really is fun to have this turned on to a multiplayer, just to visit the anomaly, to hand out some stuff if you want. You can be generous. You can You can hand out some upgrade modules if you've got extras, like I do. I have some extra storage augmentations and stuff, or multi-tool expansions, and so it's kind of nice to hand those out. Alright, so we got all of that on my character. Now we can go over here to the nutrient processor and deposit some of these ingredients. It's filling up, it looks like, so let's see. I didn't know I could. Alright, I didn't know that was an ingredient. So all of them, so we'll just put 5 of them in there. The nip buds, those are contraband, so when we get to our settlement, we're going to sell those. I don't want to be caught with them. I realized that it's really easy to not be caught with them and sell them at a high price, increase your, there's a goal as part of the pirate faction. There's one of the achievements is about selling contraband and making so much money off of, so many units off of contraband. So I'm trying to max that out at this point. Had to take a drink of my tea. A little dry. So, got all that put away. Don't think we need to put anything else in here. Back to the other side. I'll deposit some stuff in the vaults after I save. Visit the settlement, see what kind of decisions I have to make for my settlement. Just deposit that. Turned out later that I need it, so we'll go ahead and put those in here. I know I need Desset. That. I like to have my vault storage a little bit organized. Got metals in here. Alright, so the other one is kind of precious metals. This one's just miscellaneous metals. Keeping nothing in there, okay. Been clearing it out of anything I don't need. Oh, well, there's all the granitine. Okay. That's a lot. So, I don't think we need to store that. We can sell that. And let's go across here. I believe this is where I'm keeping those. Yeah, so deposit that. The only one. Oh, there it is. Okay. So yeah, all of these are extras that I'd created, and with that update, I'm not going to be able to max out my exocraft quite as fast as I would like. So yeah, that update definitely hampered my process, but that's fine. That's fine. Use it while we can. Do I even need that? Oh, I can sell that. Got the ones that I need for my new freighter. I do not plan on getting rid of. I am done freighter hunting. Alright. So, all this other stuff. Oops, no, except for the emerald. Gotta go deposit that, the precious metal one. Right. Yeah. Can't remember what I need it for. I might not need it anymore, actually. Save it just in case. It's used in mostly the autophage missions and stuff like that. They need it. You need to use it to unlock the multi-tools. To view a multi-tool, you have to pay the Atlanteum just to see the multi-tool. But I've already got my Diplo Dynamo. Since I've already got that, then I don't probably need it. So since I'm going all pirate eventually, all of these space stations are going to be pirate stations eventually. So it's saying I cannot access a pirate station from here. I think it's because I'm on the freighter. So, but again, all the pirate missions and stuff that I want to complete to increase my rank with that particular guild. I'll show you this stuff. Okay, so you've got exploration milestones, survival milestones, previous expeditions. I've only done one on this save, so the Omega one's right here. That'll be my next expedition complete. The primary reward is the new Starborn Runner starship, so I gotta get that done because that is an awesome looking ship. It's a new type. They call it a racer. It's a fighter, but it's also a racing fighter, so I don't know what that's about. So, obviously Gek, I've got the highest standard trade lord with the Gek. I need to learn quite a few more words. But, you know, highest metal achieve, highest metal. So the Gek, I need to do some Gek missions. Yeah, but that is one goal, is to just max out everything on the Gek. My favorite characters. I thought the Explorers Guild, because I do have the highest metal achieved on a couple of things, I thought, I'll work on ranking up with that. But really the one that's more fun, this seems more fun, is going to be the Outlaw. And I don't want to be a bilge rat my whole life in this game. So you can see the smuggling run. That is where I was talking about, where you sell contraband. And I have sold so much Nip Nip Bud that 55 million units worth of Nip Nip Buds. So, yeah, we achieved the smuggling run. So there's bounties to be completed. I have actually done 17 pirate bounties, so that's pretty good. That's more than I thought. So we're going to work on this, and we're going to see if we can you know, get out of this bilge rat and see what the highest ranking gets us. So we're going to be total outlaw. We've already got all the ships and stuff that we need for it. All right, so I have a settlement decision to make, so we're gonna head over that way. I'll show you what I've been doing with my settlement. So when you become the overseer of a settlement, the original settlement is kind of small, and you have to build stuff, basically. You have to upgrade. Let's see what we're going to do. I always do a save just outside of the overseer's office, because these are random decisions. They they affect your place in different ways. And so, let's see, a group of citizens wish to undertake expedition across the planet. They feel settlement will always be at risk unless we develop new food sources. They wish to survey the area for nutritional possibilities and assemble a detailed catalog, blah, blah, blah. So with this mission, I'm going to approve it, because if I don't, they'll be unhappy. I'm going to approve it, but this is where it's risky. They could come back and I could possibly lose a couple of members. But we're going to go ahead and approve it. And there's the settler expedition progress down in the corner. And so in 50 minutes we'll know if they survived or if it benefited the settlement at all. So here's what I was talking about, the settlement status. Right now we're an A-class settlement. I've been working on keeping the citizens completely happy, but like I said, we only got 45 citizens. You see, we got all this maxed out. Population, not even close. So that's the hardest part, just growing the population. Productivity is almost maxed out. We're almost maxed out on productivity at 1 million in productivity. 999 is like the maximum. So most of my settlement features are focused on happiness. I'm not as worried about maintenance cost. So the first chance I get to increase population, I would like to replace these maintenance parts with a population boost. So we'll see. It's possible that I don't get to make that call and a population boost feature that's offered to me replaces a citizen happiness. I don't know how it's going to work. So, but this is again why I say before I come in here, because maybe again it is a decision that gives me a new perk and it affects my settlement negatively. So yeah, we're going to go into camera mode here and I'm going to show you. So you start off and you build a few buildings here and there. But what I've done, this is a little bit larger a settlement than you're going to be able to construct. And I'll kind of show you how I did that or explain how I did that. But this building right here in the center is my construction. You normally would not be able to build within a settlement. The reason that I'm able to build all this stuff within the settlement, add extra landing pads, extra buildings, is because I have a base up here on the hill. So so again, we'll get back to this. We'll start with a small explanation. So yeah, normally you're not able to build within the settlement. However, you are able to put a base down close enough to a settlement that allows you to build within the settlement. So if you ever want to like do what I've done here, which like I said, I've got probably 12 extra buildings in this settlement. I've got the max number of landing pads for a base that I can have. You know, I just turned it into a city. So if you're trying to build and it tells you cannot because the settlement is considered a base, okay, and as far as bases, if it's already been claimed, an area has already been claimed, you're not allowed to build close to somebody else's base or within somebody else's base. And that's what it considers the settlement. It considers the settlement a base. So I came out here and I established a base the first point where it would let me establish a base. So when you go to put down a base computer, you're going to see right here, cannot build within an existing base, okay? Because you have to be at least, I think it's 500 feet, meters, whatever the measurement is. You have to be 500 away from an existing base before you can build a base. Because this, again, this is what you normally would get when you try to build within a settlement. You get this little warning here, or this message that you cannot build within an existing base. So all I'm doing right now is just running to the other side, and there. Okay, so finally you get the green. Green says, okay, you can put a base here. All right, we're not going to, but you can see where we are in location to the settlement. Okay, we're not actually that far away. Okay, so once you establish that base and you can start building, there are ways to push the boundaries of where you can build. Okay, so right now I'm base up on the hill. Say I want to build another place within the settlement. Okay, let's see, let's just say a wall. Okay, so I can currently build a wall anywhere within here. Okay, now I'm pretty good distance from my base. Okay, but that's because I extended the range of my base by pushing out parts one at a time. So you can see how far out I can put this piece. And so, all right, let's see here. Yeah, it's still letting me. So when you put down a part, you just keep pushing out further and further. You put down a single piece, move up to that piece, and then try and put down another one further away. And the game allows you, and you're able to place that. You can see I can still build out here. Now I am way more than 500 spaces from my base, you know. But this game is allowing me to build this far out. May eventually do it again. You can only have one settlement, but this is how people build larger settlements and build within a settlement. It's just pushing out the boundaries of your base. I just wanted more of a settlement. It just what you get when you become the overseer after a few buildings and stuff. It's not a very big place, and if you feel like putting a little time into it, my thing is you only have so many base parts available to you per base. So if you want to put down a base and try and build, say, a city, if you're ambitious enough to try and build a city, well, you can only put up so many buildings before you run out of pieces, you know, for your particular platform. And with this, with my little base up on top, and the fact that there were so many buildings already here in the settlement, it feels pretty cool. Like I have built a city with yeah, Hello Games doing a lot of the work. I tried to mix it up a little bit on some of these, but I mostly tried to use the same architecture. So this building here, like I said, in the center, this was never here. That's my construction. I added on to the overseer's office. Normally it's just that front part that you walk into. I added the back part to it. Like I said, added multiple launch pads. The max you can get on a normal settlement is like 4 launch pads that it builds for you. And so I added all of those and tried to make them look similar to the ones that were already here. Let's see here, added the little nip farm, added my solar, power up my building. Let's see, this building is new, and this building, and this building. So yeah, probably a dozen buildings in here that I wouldn't otherwise be able to fit in here. So sometimes the characters get a little stuck. That's okay. I'll eventually get out of it. But they don't actually visit the places that you build because they aren't technically part of the settlement base. So if you do put up a building, a house, don't expect to find anybody inside it. Yeah, this guy is confused. Sorry, guy. We'll take a little tour of a big center building. Well, let's start with the back end. This is the first thing that I did, and it's not perfect, but I tried to match it up. You can see where one joins to the other. It took a couple of tries, but it's as close as I can get for sure. So this is just basically like overseer's quarters. So he's got a little place, and this is just stuff that's hidden that I hid on the back side. Normally that would be outside the building. And it's my completely empty bar, because nobody's gonna ever come in here. But if they wanted to, they'd be all set. The construction part of No Man's Sky really is fun. It's I am a fan of Minecraft as well, but Minecraft just it really did it got kind of boring at times. Definitely prefer to be Captain Kirk rather than a miner. And with Light No Fire, I'm very excited about Light No Fire, and that will That will be my new passion when it's released, for sure. But for now, I don't mind being a space geek and just traversing the galaxy. No Man's Sky has always been fun. There's a lot of updates. They're constantly taking care of us with new updates and quality of life improvements and the expeditions and the unique rewards. It's just a very cool game. I'm glad a lot of people are going to get to try it this weekend, actually. So, again, if you're just watching and you haven't heard, No Man's Sky is free this weekend on all platforms for any player who wants to try out No Man's Sky. It is free, and that's free until Monday. So you can jump in, download it, play the new expedition they just offered, and see what No Man's Sky is all about. This is pretty cool when they added this. You get these frigates entering the system, flying low. Very cool photo opportunities. Alright, so showed off a little bit. Everybody's seen the pirate freighter. Checked out the update to my garden. Oh, I forgot. I don't need to be flying around with all this contraband, so we got to go sell this stuff. And then we're going to go board the Anomaly, and we're going to check out this new expedition. We're going to take a little break. We'll see you guys in a minute.